All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Plant Based Homestead Prepper, where we make prepping fun. Oh my goodness. Fun, fun, fun. You know, we need an acronym for fun. That's what we need. Let me see. Fun. Finding, no. Forgiving, no. Forgetful, definitely. Underwhelmed. Forgiving, underwhelmed. Naturalist. So anyway, I don't even know what we're talking about right now. But anyway, I always try to come in, and when I do live, just mess around for a couple minutes, give you guys a chance to come in. Not that I have specific time frames that we do lives, but I just found out, and I want to thank, looks like Miss Grace, one of our team members and family members, sent an article a while ago. I didn't read it, I just saw the article. I just saw the title. I was like, let's run with it. Coronavirus is deemed to be a pandemic. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean to your household? We've been talking about this, and I can't remember who I was telling this morning, but we have literally been talking about this thing for probably 6 weeks. And if it hadn't been 6, it's probably been 8. And it's been feeling like 6 months. I can't say I'm tired of talking about it. It just keeps progressing and keeps growing. And can you guys explain to me how in the world we, the richest country on the planet, the cleanest country in the world, why is it spreading so much faster here than anywhere else? We're already over 1,000 cases, 1,000 cases. And it seems like just 3 or 4 days ago, we were at our first 100. And we were talking about how big of a deal that was then. Now we're over 1,000. What we're going to do when we get over 10,000? You know, these are reported cases. These are reported and confirmed cases. And you know that the numbers are much, much higher. Simply because, and I found this out through my wife, through Jennifer. She was like, you know, a case is not really a case until the CDC has gone over the information or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a confirmed case. I'm like, what? So you know that there are so many more folks that are affected. And you know, and you can look at this one of two ways. You can look at this as, yeah, the people who are more susceptible are the elderly, the sick already, and whatever, and you can downplay it. But isn't that the case with everything? If you get the common cold and you're a healthy young man like myself, or you're 82 and in poor health, who's more likely to die from the common cold? The person in poor health, the one that's 80, you know. So you know, you can downplay it all you want. You can say that most of the deaths have come, you know, through the senior living facility out there in Washington. You can say that kind of stuff, and you know, for some people they're like, oh yeah, that's true. But for those family members of those folks who passed away, you think they're okay with that? You know, you think they're just, you know, well, you know, they just passed away and that's it. No, that was somebody's family member. That was somebody's loved one. Hopefully, and I keep saying this, hopefully it will make a turnaround and start dissipating and go away. I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen. You know, I was listening to the radio this morning. One of our local DJs does a show. Well, he's not a DJ. I guess that's what they call him. Anyway, I really like his show. His name is Tony McCraney. And Tony, if you're watching, I've been listening to you for years, and I love the way you think. I love the way you express yourself and your thoughts on your show. Not that he'll ever watch our little channel, but you know, he's talking about the Spanish flu, and it actually got started. God, I wish I knew the year, but it started March the 11th. That's, you know, it was like the first case that when it came out, March the 11th. I can't remember the year. And it killed like 600,000 people here in the United States, which according to him, is more than excuse me, it's more than all the wars that we have been in. I'm like, golly, that's a lot, you know. So I didn't do any fact check. I'm just spouting off what I heard this morning. But you know, what if this thing is on the same level of the Spanish flu? And what if it starts taking people out the way the Spanish flu did? Are people gonna start getting serious about what's going on then? Will they take this more serious? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Honestly, I really don't know what the answer is. I know that, you know, we have constantly been in high gear of prepping. We have been doing some things. Every time I get online with you guys, I start yawning. Oh God, I don't know what y'all do to me. But anyway, yeah, you know, it is what it is. And I heard this morning, some expert specialist, CDC person, whatever, I can't remember who it was, but he was like, yeah, within the next year, everybody in the United States is going to come in contact with the coronavirus. I'm like, oh, okay, that's just the way it's gonna be. And if that's the way it is, then that's just the way it is. You know, you're not gonna really be able to hide. You're not gonna be able to avoid. It's gonna be around. It's gonna be around you some way, somehow, some fashion, whatever. And if it is, then you know, take your precautions. I didn't realize until this virus came out how many times I actually touched my hands to my face throughout the day. I didn't realize how much, and the reason I'm even thinking about it now is because I gotta touch my face because my nose is itching. You know? It's a great time to quote unquote invest in some companies that are making hand sanitizer, cleaning materials, you know, things that you know that people are going to run shop and go and just move. The products are going to move. Toilet paper, paper towels, you know, those things, food. You know, those are things that people are going to want and need in the very, very near future, and you know, right now. So, who knows? Who knows where this thing is going to go? Who knows how long it's going to, you know, we're going to be in this crisis? And I hate to feel like I'm saying the sky is falling every day. But I choose to say certain things and tell you guys because it's out of love. I want you to be all right. I want your families to be safe. I want you to prosper. And if you come down with the coronavirus, that's not a death sentence, you know, for anybody. You got more likelihood and a chance of getting over it. First of all, you have more likelihood and chance right now of not getting it, or getting it and not knowing it, than the other side. Then you have more of a chance of living, even if it's taking out, you know, 3, 4, 5%. You still got, you know, 95% above, you know, 95 or above % chance of making it through that illness, that sickness, that disease. So it wasn't really sounding that good to me this morning when I was watching the news. It was downright depressing. And I wish I had been recording when he said it, because he was like, "Oh yeah, everybody in the United States is going, you know, is going to be subject to this virus, and over next year everybody's going to come in contact." I'm like, that's interesting. That means that it's way worse, in my opinion, than they're letting on to. So anyway, just want to come in and just give you guys some things to think on. And we will probably see y'all later on this evening at our normal time on Wednesday. which is usually between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. We used to come in and do a little live on Wednesday evenings. So I don't see why tonight will be different. All right, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys. You just got here, man. I know I've been talking for like 35 minutes. No case in Arkansas on that? Oh my God, you guys are just, y'all are doing y'all's thing. I don't know how many cases we got in Virginia right now. This morning we had 8. Christina, how many cases do you guys have in Texas right now? But I was just about to end because I've been talking for a minute. I've been on like 10 minutes already. You guys are the first people to jump in. Christina, how many cases are there in in Texas? So as of right now, this morning there was 8. I didn't check before I came on. I just like, hey, you know what? Got some drive time. Let's talk to the family. See what folks are doing. I'm here too. What's up, Loki? What's up, Loki? Loki, where are you located, and how many cases do you have within a 100-mile radius of you, if any? Y'all, I don't know what happened. I got so sleepy. Food that's not prepared by ourselves anymore. We should have been doing that for years. Because when you're getting food from somewhere else, you never know what in the heck people are doing to your food. It also muted low volume. It was muted low volume. I can't turn my volume up. Are you saying your device was muted, or are you saying my device is muted? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I hope I haven't been talking for 15 minutes and nothing's been transmitting. That would absolutely suck. Another thing I hope, excuse me, I hope when I get out to this locksmith, I hope my locks are ready. Last I heard, there were 3 in that whole big old state. Montgomery County, Texas, looking into it. You can hear me? Thank you, Christina. We're good now. Got you on Bluetooth speaker. All right. Sweet, thank you. You mean tell me in all of the great country nation of Texas, there are only 3 cases? You know that's not. You know that's got to be wrong. Well, I know that's got to be wrong. Who eats bananas like this? I want to know. Does anybody eat a banana that is this brown? Some people like them that way. I don't know. I don't know anybody that eats their bananas that way. I do want to go and get some more avocados today. They had them on sale at Aldi's. I do want to get some more. Oh, who was telling me about that 5 and below that they had sanitizer? I'm sure they don't. Ted Cruz is going to self-quarantine. Wow. I think I heard that, though. I think he and 4 or 5 other lawmakers were going into self-quarantine. Sounds like a good way to give yourself a nice vacation. And I understand that was it the new security advisor or somebody who's coming into the White House now? They have a potential of having it, and they spent time with President Trump, and the president has not taken the test yet, or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with all this. Texas shows 15 cases now. Good gracious, Christina, you said 3. Michael is saying 15. Gosh. So he was doing between 3. It's like up 400%. Oh my goodness. All thing I want to see up 400% is my account, my trading account. I had a pretty decent day today. I'm making back some of those gains. I'm making back some of those losses that I took last week. All right, so last week, I don't know if I told you guys, but last week I'm trading, and for 2 days in a row, as soon as the market opened, the trading platform just died. It's just like you couldn't do nothing, and no matter what you tried, you couldn't get it back up. Then later on throughout the day, you will see your account. You will see how much you had lost, basically. And then the second day, it did the same thing. So that really started, and I've been, I always analyze what I'm trading and how I'm trading it. That little hiccup in that doohickey right there last week, that started a downtrend in my account to the point where, because I was coming in and report, I was like, oh guys, yeah, hey, had a good day today in the stock market, doubling my account. Hey, had a good day in the stock market, I'm up in the account. Hey, had a good day in the market. And then those 2 days happened, and I really didn't lose a whole bunch of money those 2 days. It was the way it made me start having to trade after that, because I didn't know if the platform was going to be good, bad, indifferent, jacked up, whatever. So I was having to do certain things that are against my rules of trading, in order to be what I thought would be successful. Looking back on it, what I should have done, first of all, I should have taken smaller. If I was going to trade it, I should have taken smaller share sizes. That's number one. Can Pence win the White House if Trump passes? Ooh, I don't. Okay, since I got a political question, I will answer it the best I have. First of all, I don't know how or why even all these wannabes dropped out of the presidential race and started backing Joe Biden. Let's start there. Let's start with the opponent. I don't know why or how they started doing that. And then I think the one that surprised me the most was oh gosh, what's her name? Harris. Kamala Harris, I think that's her name. She surprised me the absolute most, because she got on stage and she was talking about how she was a young black girl. Well, she told this whole story, and then at the end she was like, that little black girl was me. And basically, I took that as a jab. I'm pretty sure she was directing that to Joe Biden, and that was a as a racist jab. And I'm like, wow. So I'm really not understanding, to be honest with you, why Joe Biden, or how he's beating Bernie Sanders, to be honest with you. Now, in my opinion, this is just Roderick's opinion, I think the only chance that the Democrats have in November against the president is Bernie Sanders. I don't think Joe Biden has a chance. I don't think he has a chance to beat anybody, but he's been beating them. And out the blue too, because Bernie was leading, and then it was like Joe Biden, and then somebody else, and then but that third person was right there, and Joe Biden didn't have any kind of nothing. And then all of a sudden, who was that dropped out? It was anyway, the night before last Tuesday, before the Super Tuesday, two folks dropped out and then endorsed him. I'm like, oh, what are they trying to do? All right, so everything we once prioritized will be left in the dust if this pandemic is of biblical proportions. They want to control the senile old man. It's a power grab. If all the pieces fall together, they could really be bad. This has me gravely concerned. Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned. I'm concerned also. I'm loving the president's optimism about this thing. I just wish at this point in time they would just start telling the truth and start letting the truth out. I know why they're not doing it. Hello, family. Houston just declared a declaration of emergency. I'm not surprised. And Queenie, I love you. You and the family down there. Y'all be careful. I know you guys are prepped up like crazy. So, hey, it is what it is, So, anyway, I got a political question today of all things. If something happens to Trump over the next, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this will be the first time, if anything was to happen to the president right before an election. I don't think we've ever lost a sitting president right before the election. I know we lost them right after the election. I know we lost them right after they, got in office. I don't think we've ever lost a. Oh gosh. Okay, that's not answering. And y'all just let me know if that has ever happened. Oh no. Christina said, "Oh no." Just read an article that there are 32 known cases in Texas. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be. I mean, I'm surprised when I hear numbers in Texas that are not 150, 200, 300. I'm surprised of that. Anyway, I think as this crisis goes, and as Mike Pence gets more publicity by being the chief of the coronavirus plague the committee or whatever it's called, I think he's going to grow in popularity. And I also believe that if anything happens to the president, I think it'll be hard for a Democrat to beat any Republican at this point in time, especially if the coronavirus gets bad and gets really bad. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying that. Number one, there always be able to fall back on the president shut down the flights to and from China. Number one. Number two, we got $2 gas right now. Now, granted, if you're quarantined, it's not going to matter. But right now, I went and got some gas earlier, and I was like, $2.02. When the heck did that happen? But I should have known it because the oil and gas industry now is taking a dump over the last couple of weeks. Halliburton, which is one of the companies that I follow, it's down in the single digits. Yesterday when I looked at it, it was down in the single digits. That stock always trades for like $20 plus, and it's in the single digits. I was like, oh my God, wow. So I think that those two reasons right there, and then like I said, with Mike Pence being the leader of, because you got to understand, this guy is about to be on TV just as much as President Trump. And whether you like the current administration or not, during a crisis, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong about this, during a crisis, I don't think we've ever brought in a new president during a crisis. Now, I could be wrong. I love history, but I don't profess to know all of the United States history, especially with the presidents. But you guys let me know if we've ever gone through a war, if we've ever, and I'm thinking major events like, World War I, World War II. As a matter of fact, I think we give Roosevelt like 3 terms during the war. I mean, I think it's hard for this country to change leadership when we're going through serious turmoil. I think. Now, I could be wrong. And whether if anything happens to the president, and he's still in office or not, I think come November, I think you're still going to have the Republican leadership in office. That's just my opinion, okay? I also believe on the flip side of that, I think that the only person that could match up with the president currently would be Bernie Sanders. I think that's the only candidate out of everybody that was in the field. And did you guys notice how those folks dropped out really, really quick? I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember that many candidates dropping out that quickly, like bam, 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 bam. It was like, wow. I mean, I was looking at some folks like, what was the lady's name? Oh, I can't remember her. But I mean, she was talking some serious, strong stuff one day, and the next day she was gone. And then I knew my little my Asian guy. I knew he was done once his wife came by and said that he had beat her up or something. I was like, oh yeah, he's done. I was kind of surprised. Oh God, Elizabeth Warren. I was really surprised about her dropping out. I thought that she had a little bit more momentum than she gave herself credit for, to be honest with you. But I think she had something come out too, and I think she handled it the wrong way or something. Did not release this germ. Man did, and will cause many deaths. Well, I believe you on that one, Queenie. I don't think. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that this was man-made. We believe in not changing horses midstream. Yeah, it's hard to change horse in the middle of a race. You're right about FDR got 4. Oh, he got 4 turns. Wow, I didn't know that. I was going with thank you, brought everything. Can't think the buy, just waiting till the ball drops. Just catching on some of these. I got gas. It's looking good. Oh yeah, for us, for we normal people, yeah, gas prices at $2 is amazing. Y'all hold on, because I don't think these locks are gonna be ready. I'm gonna run in here and check these locks. I'm gonna come back right back, okay? COVID-19 has HIV and SARS spikes in it. Not surprised. I'll be right back. Y'all just hold on. Alrighty, as I thought. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place my order via. She said, "Nice view." You so silly, Christina. That is a nice bush, I guess. So I will place my order via sheet of paper, and I will drop it, and then just come back and get them later, another time. So, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right on as far as what my predictions are? Do you think I'm off? Do you think Trump has no chance? Do you think if anything happens to Trump, Pence has no chance? What do you guys think? All right, 1. Silver knob. Master. Master's red. I put rib, R-E-B. And we're gonna stamp it with 464. B. I know that sounds like a foreign language, you guys, right? So I'm gonna walk in here. I'm gonna hand this to the locksmith. He's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. And it says 1 silver knob, master red, 464B. And he's gonna make my lock. He's gonna make it exactly the way I want it. It's gonna work exactly the way I need it to work. And then he'll call me and let me know when it's ready. I'll put my number on here. I'm not coming back today though. I can come back tomorrow. B. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, look, I'm going to run back in here real quick. So I reread Revelation, and it said, "Man will destroy themselves." Unfortunately, that's the way we always have been. Hey, everybody. Hey, Mr. Dickinson. Be right back, y'all. Alright, I am back. Okay, let's see here. What you guys been talking about? Plague also brought down Rome. Alright, never gives me notification anymore. Oh, erg. Y'all know YouTube always be playing games. I love YouTube though. I don't care what people say about YouTube. I love YouTube. None of the Democrats have any common sense, and they have their facts wrong on several subjects. I've seen some abandoned ship and coming over to the Republican side. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, you know, both parties bother me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, since we're gonna talk some politics today. The Democrats just don't seem like they have it together. You know, I'm just speaking from, you know, the way I see things, and I know I'm gonna get some hate mail about this. And I'm not saying that I'm in love with the current administration, but I will tell you this: as far as the economy is concerned, I'm feeling good about it. And if it wasn't for this coronavirus thing, which I think is man-made and could have been potentially made in the United States and released in China, I'm just saying, hey, could be man-made, released in China and released in the United States. I'm just saying. All right, the next county over. Oh, it's in your back door. Yeah, we got one. I mean, I'm in Virginia Beach now, and the virus is here. We have confirmed cases right here in Virginia Beach. So it's just a matter of time, you know. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I saw a story this morning where they were interviewing one of the officials from the CDC or XYZ, whatever. And this guy's like, yeah, every American in the United States over the next 12 months is going to be confronted. He didn't say confronted, but basically we're all going to be, you know, he didn't say infected. We're all going to come in contact. I think that's the words he used. We're all going to come in contact with the coronavirus. It's what it is, y'all. And I look at it like this: if it only kills 3%, which is really high, I got a 97% chance of making it, and so do you. Okay? So since my locks weren't ready, I'm gonna go back over here and check on this fella. We got a new guy that just started working with us this week. I think 2 days ago. Today is his first day out by himself. I'm not checking up on him. I'm just really gonna go check on him, because he's got an easy job at an easy house today. It couldn't get any easier for him. He's in there by himself. All you gotta do is just paint, get the room ready. So I'm gonna go over here and be a good Samaritan, go check on him, make sure he's all right, and really see what kind of work he's doing. Yeah, y'all pray. Psalms 91. That's a good Psalms. Last time I led, the last fasting group I led, that was our chapter that we read every time we get together every night. When I lead a group in fast, we do nightly calls where we do a video conference where we all get on and we can see it, you know, everybody can see each other. And then Psalms 91 was our chapter that we did. Neither side wants to lead by the Constitution. They want to rule by how they think things should be. I could not agree with you any more, Night Collector. Because the Constitution is over and done with. You know, you think you have constitutional rights? You don't. I'm more worried about things like shortages, the economy, and my husband potentially losing his job if they lock down the nursing homes because his company will have no patients to transport. That's why I don't support either party anymore. I believe both parties have too many problems now. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Totally agree with you guys. Who was that asking that question? Loki, did I answer your question? And do you agree or disagree with my assessment of your Pence question? Every day, y'all, you know what I'm finding? I'm finding I don't have enough water. Speaking of water, Tara, didn't the president sign a declaration for employers to get paid? Employers or employees? I don't know if he signed that or not. I know they talked about it. And just because them talking about it, the market just we're saved, and it skyrocketed. But I'm like, is anybody using their common sense? Is there anybody? I mean, yeah. Granted, if the president gives companies subsidies where if they have to lay people off, then they'll still pay people. Then that's. Yeah. I got mixed emotions about it, y'all. I mean, and even though I hope be one of those people that benefits from something like that, where's the money coming from? Where is the money coming from? You know. Comes already struggling, I believe. I have to read it when I stop. So I mean, yeah, I have mixed emotions, mixed feelings about any kind of subsidies that we go through, that we do right now, because guess what? Somebody's got to pay for that stuff. Meaning the middle class, which is you and I, are going to have to stroke some bigger checks later on. This is what it is, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's free money and everybody can just get it. Now, I'm not saying, hey, I got a problem with that. I used to be the person be like, no, don't give me nothing free. I don't know. All right, so his company's already struggling. I believe if they had to pay employees who weren't working, they would shut down and declare bankruptcy. Most of the company income comes from Medicare payments. Okay. So I don't know, y'all. We're in a pickle. I mean, we really are. And I don't know who said it earlier, but you know, who said pandemic took down the Roman Empire? Yeah. A lot of great empires have failed because of things that they didn't see coming. Fortunately for us, we see this coronavirus thing, you know, and I like studying history, because if you study history, then you can kind of see where you're going. So this is the way I see the coronavirus. Y'all ready? It hit China. China didn't report it until it got out of hand. They shut down 2 huge cities, which pretty much they shut down the whole country. But at first, you know, we had to report they shut down 2 cities with 11 million people. 11 million. And I don't know if y'all saw those reports when people were out on the streets, you know, trying to live their lives. There were no Chinese people out there. It was like nobody, nowhere, doing nothing. These people were in their homes, like, quiet down and shut up and not doing anything. They were just not out. I don't know what they did for 24 hours a day, but they did not come outside. All right, so then, you know, it moved to Italy, and this is like 2 weeks ago. I remember when Italy first popped up on the map, it wasn't really any cases, and then all of a sudden, boom, it exploded, and then like 4 days later, they shut down the whole country. Right? Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. And then all of a sudden, we don't have any cases in the United States. You know, and of course, all this stuff is happening at the same time. We don't have any cases in the United States. Then all of a sudden, we get our first, like, you know, 4, 5, 10, 15, 100 cases. I watched the video the other day that I put up when we had 100 cases. And I was like, man, this thing is getting serious, right? But I was looking at the patterns. You know, China shut down. Dang, I'm about to say Iran. It's not Iran. Italy shut down. So guess what? Now we're in the United States. We got this cluster of infection in New York. What did they do? They sent doggone National Guard in there to do what? Shut it down. This show I've been watching on Netflix, I want you guys to check it out. Containment. That's exactly what I see is about to happen here in the United States. Containment. And I see it happening already. It's already happening. It's happening around the world, and it's happening right here in our backyard. How many countries have declared status of emergencies or emergencies? How many states have declared states of emergency? I've never even seen a storm come through and this many states declare states of emergency. And maybe I haven't been living long enough. If he loses his job, we will have to move in with our in-laws who live in the 1970s single-wide 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom trailer that's falling apart with our kids. But I'm thankful we at least have that option. A lot of people don't. True. And I'm glad, Tara, that you are counting your blessings. How many of you guys that are preppers, how many of you guys have actually had people to call you in the last week and say something to the effect of, do you have room for us? Do you have room for us? You know what? I am so going. I could have turned back there and been where I'm going like 10 minutes ago. I have had 3 families call me and say, do y'all have room for us? We're just gonna come to your house. How the heck would you think I'm gonna let you in my house? First of all, I've been doing this for years. Forget the coronavirus. I have been stocking up, and freaking not going on vacation, not doing the things I want to do, sacrificing for years now to make sure that we had just the essentials. And we're not even close to where I want us to be. Not even close. And I asked one of my friends this morning, I said, let me ask you a question. I said, in all seriousness, why would you think that I would let you come to my house? I've been doing this for years. And I've been talking to you about doing it at least for the last year. And you hadn't. Because if you were, you wouldn't be talking about coming to my house. So why would you think that I would let you come to my house? And you got your husband, and 3 children. I said, it's just me and my wife and a few others that I have handpicked, and said they could come. So now you want to bring 5 more miles to feed, and what you're bringing. I told another family of ours, friends of ours. I was like, hey, if that's something that you want to do, because I also believe in strength in numbers. I said, if that's something you want to do, I need you guys to start bringing preps to my house today. And I'm not talking about some little daggone oodles and noodles. You need to go out and you need to buy this, and you need to bring this amount of gallons of water. Then you can show up. You can, yes. I really need to proofread more. Didn't I tell you guys about proofreading like 2 weeks ago? I told y'all, you just can't type and send. If you type and send, you're always going to look back and be like, golly, my point didn't get across because autocorrect got me. What did you say in Night Collector? I watched a movie where people were, let's see what y'all are saying. Tell y'all say that for me. Come on, correct. Okay, there we go. Watched a movie where people were sealed in tight at home, and the first thing the guy did was check his refrigerator, and it was empty, and the water was shut off. A man in Georgia got sick, and they tested him for the flu, and it was negative, so they sent him home because he didn't meet the testing criteria. No travel, no contact with known infected, but he later tested positive. That's going to happen more often. Better shape than we are. Really need to proofread. Sure, you're right, Roger, because of mooches in my family. Wherever we go, we have tons of food supplies to bring. That's a good thing. That is a really, really good thing. Yeah, I mean, I just find it amazing that people can, because people look at you and they talk about you like you're crazy because you are a prepper, because you live this lifestyle. And then when something like this happens, the first thing that comes out of their mouth, very first thing, is we're coming to your house. Whoa, really? I don't have enough. I don't have enough for us. Don't have enough for us. I have only one sibling. Has been prepping for yours. 2 years. 3 years. 4 years. 5 years. 6 years. 7 years. 8 years. 9 years. 10 years. 11 years. 12 years. 13 years. 14 years. 15 years. 16 years. 17 years. 18 years. 19 years. 20 years. 21 years. 22 years. 23 years. 24 years. 25 years. 26 years. 27 years. 28 years. 29 years. 30 years. 31 years. 32 years. 33 years. 34 years. 35 years. 36 years. 37 years. 38 years. 39 years. 40 years. 41 years. 42 years. 43 years. 44 years. 45 years. 46 years. 47 years. 48 years. 49 years. 50 years. 51 years. 52 years. 53 years. 54 years. 55 years. 56 years. 57 years. 58 years. 59 years. 60 years. 61 years. 62 ye Plant-Based Food Prepper. Wow. Now I have been wishing, hoping, and wanting to partner with someone locally, and we go in and and buy some. It would have been perfect if we could have done it before the coronavirus. Gone out and bought, took 2, 3, 5 acres or whatever, start building on it. I mean, because when you're out on acreage and you're out there by yourself and you got stores and stores and stores and caches stored up, and you bug out to that location, you got everything you need. Hey, at that point in time, you just maintain it. You're building, maintain it, building, maintain it. And you could literally take the woods and get what you need. Now, you're not going to have everything you want. You're not going to have everything you need, but you'll get it. My own children thought I was crazy for prepping. My kids know I'm crazy. But you know what? I don't care. I'm extremely grateful. My grandfather worked so hard to buy land and hold onto it for his family's future. Tara, if you guys are up here closer, y'all could come, because I know you got plenty of stuff, and you know how to garden. You know how to grow your own food. See, the thing about it is, you wanna be surrounded with some folks that have some skills that you have and have some skills that you don't have. See, you and your husband, y'all will be able to fit in anywhere. He's got the medical background, and you got the growing and the prepper mentality. I'm sure both of y'all are preppers, but I only know you. But yeah, and the question I have for you guys is, has anyone else received those kind of phone calls where people are like, "Hey man, what you think about this? What you think about this virus? Well, have you been watching the doggone channel I'm on every day? Do you watch? You're subscribed. Do you watch any videos? You'll know exactly what I think about this virus if you watch Plant Based Homestead Prepper from 6 weeks ago to the present. I don't think we've done one live, one show, one video where we have not said coronavirus in the last 6 weeks. So I'm looking at folks like they're crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? What do I think about it? I think if you're not ready, you're going to get quarantined and you're going to die in your house. That's what I think. You're going to be drinking toilet water before me. And I'm not talking about in the back of the tank. You're going to drink all that up, and then you're going to drink the toilet water. So, for those who are not prepping, I strongly encourage you to clean your toilet very well after every usage. Because you're going to be drinking that water if you haven't prepped. That sounds disgusting, doesn't it? I had to sit there and think about that for a minute. Like, would I drink toilet water? Because then you're going to get sick. I have not, because I got tired of some number. No one calls me. Very, very few people know my number. Now, Collector, I don't know your number. And I think I should have it. Because when you got sick that time and you didn't show up for like 2 or 3, 4 days, man, I was worried about you. I wanted to at least text you and see how you was doing. But then you showed back, well, we email, from back and forth. So y'all are good about it. It's one other thing. Y'all are really good about emailing. I am terrible with emails. I guess because I got so many of them. Because those that have Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, that's really not my main email. My main email, it gets flooded every day, and I'm like, I can't keep up with this. Right now, only April is talking to me. My children are spoiled and said, wait a minute, April's the only one talking to you? Wait, I missed something. I missed something, Queenie. What's going on? What's going on with everybody else? Because, we talk. You do have it. I do? I didn't know I had it. I know we haven't talked. And I'm pretty sure we haven't texted. Why, Queenie? I missed something? Yeah, why, Queenie? Did I miss something? goodness. Queenie texted me the other morning like 3 a.m. and was like, I need you to get this message to the family. And yesterday, every time we went live, I gave that message. And the message is, make sure you have what you need to secure your home. Duct tape, trash bags, caulk. And I told you guys about filling in all your holes, pulling your stove back, looking behind your stove, cleaning out all your closets, looking for holes. Because this thing, I mean, and Queen is right, this thing could become airborne. If it becomes airborne, it could, and if you're held up and it's coming in, then you're in trouble. Hopefully, they will come around, Queenie. They ain't got a choice to come around. I believe Queenie's message too. Yep. No, they build. Look, they. You know, for people to claim they don't have any money, they're always building some new development. Have y'all noticed that? Is that the same thing in y'all's area? It could be pretty land somewhere. They're gonna clear that land. They're gonna put up some kind of building, some kind of house, some kind of housing complex. And I'm like, what did we do with the old stuff to be building new stuff? I guess it's profit. It's just profit driven. But they're always building something everywhere I go in this area, especially out here in Virginia Beach. Living in this apartment sucks. Well, Tara, careful what you wish for. You could be living in a trailer, which might not be that bad. Because like I said before, there's strength in numbers. There are strength in numbers, and there are several people that I have talked to, like, hey, look, when the flag goes up, you better make your way here. And that's for two reasons. Because number one, I need more security. I need to be able to go to sleep. April is the one who was at your house with the camera, right? No, that wasn't April. We don't have those numbers, and that worries me. What numbers don't we have? All right, y'all, I'm almost at my destination. Do y'all want to hold on, and then I come back and we continue this? Because I'm only going to be in here just long to check on this fella and then roll. Because I really don't like restarting. I don't like restarting anymore because you guys don't get the y'all don't get the messages anymore that we're live. That was Brandy and Sherry are talking to me, not supporting my channel because Sherry is upset about the CV and said that it's not going to happen to. Oh, let me pull up so I can read this. All right, let me read this, y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying. My in-laws have lots of broomsticks and metal nuggets for them. Wow. Community branch. I thought Brandy was the one that was on the camera with on the show that night with us. Wasn't that Brandy? I know April. April's my girl. She is very vocal. Queen, I wouldn't put too much stock in that. Okay, that's kids being kids, and I know they're grown, but that's still kids being kids. I almost ran over you, squirrel. I'm glad you got out of the way. I would hate to have to tell my wife I ran over a squirrel. She would just lose her mess. Sherry thinks I'm crazy, and Brandy has MS and pissed. I'm not babysitting her children anymore. Oh, well, that's, like I said, that's kids being kids. Oh, I can't park in front of this lady's driveway. All right, so I'm gonna go in here real quick. I'm gonna check on this guy. I shall be right back. Okay. Maybe a minute. Y'all talk about. Listen, class. When I leave, Queenie's in charge. Queenie, you take names of anybody that doesn't talk. Okay. This man is constantly putting in work on here. I heard that WHO just declared that an epidemic, but wasn't that impressed with the news since we've all known it for so long. You were so right. That's why I got mad at my mom, Queenie. I was the youngest, selfish, and immature, and I'm ashamed of it. Thankful I grew up and my mom taught me that. Funny. Yes, Queenie's in charge. Queenie, you take names who don't chat, okay? All right. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Y'all know people love Roderick. Okay, who did not talk, Queenie? Let's see here. Oh, y'all been really chatting. My children want my money. Queenie, no. Queenie always was the teacher's pet. Thank my girl. Okay, so when the Queenie's all up, yep. Left up. My children want my money, Queenie. When this happens, they will be at your house. What if someone stole his car right now and didn't notice he was streaming? They'd be in trouble, or y'all be just talking about him. If they stole my car, first of all, they would have had to break in the door, then break the steering column. That would have been sad. Bill maybe stayed on their part. Brandon, we always say that, laugh out loud. Dang, Queen, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, family, I'd rather disperse my money to others before my children. Crown of wisdom, my daughter doesn't. Because I keep telling her I don't have anything, and I'm always broke when she calls for something. Mine is going to St. Jude and veteran causes. Okay, listen. If y'all want to donate some money, I got the perfect cause. You ready? Roderick's a veteran. Plant Based Homestead Prepper is always putting out good information, and I will gladly be y'all's children. Okay. Let's see here. What else? Wow, that's more generous, Queenie. Within 1 year, giving my kid a brand new car each $100,000, isn't that enough? Even when I was homeless, I asked them for a place and stayed briefly. They said no, but didn't ask for money. Grandparents have money, but didn't ask them to help either. Parents have a son who's only time to call when he wants some money. Yeah, I know the same. I know the same feeling. And doesn't it hurt you? It hurts so bad when your children don't just call and say, "Hey, I just called to see how you was doing." That's why I call. You know, me and my mom talk every day. We haven't been talking lately because one of my uncles passed away, and she's been, she's dealing with that, and she's about to get ready to go to Minnesota and all this kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. First husband was the district attorney, and my second is an engineer. I forgave my parents, but have nothing to do with them because they're still bad people. Me too. Forgave my parents. Okay, me too. Laugh out loud. Roderick, upon my death, you get all my gold. Well, Queenie, I hope you live for the next 50 years. Yes, it does. It does. I mean, it really does. And I'm dealing with a wayward child right now. My son, who bears my name. Whew, that child right there, Lord, I'm telling y'all. You know what? And the question I have for you all: when do you get to the point where you're like, you know what, enough is enough? Now, granted, he's a young fella. He's making some mistakes. He keeps doing them, and that's what's irritating because he's not learning from his mistakes. And I understand we all got to live our lives, and we all got to do what we got to do. But good gracious, when is enough enough? You know. And then he's slick. He stick with it. He called me, "Hey, Dad, what's up, man? Oh, I just called you, see how you's doing. Oh, that's so nice. I appreciate that. Can I hit you up for some money? Wait a minute. You told me you called me, see how I was doing." But I have taught them. Anytime they call me, I taught them from an early age. I'ma always have your back. Oh my God, what happened? Oh no, close out. I'ma always have your back. But when you call me to ask me for something, I need to know your plan on how you're gonna come up with the other 50% that you're asking for. That has always been my thing, always. Because I did not want to train moochers and people who always constantly ask, gimme. Well, my enough is now because my husband lost his job. I understand. Yes. Truly do. But yeah, it's hurtful when your children do what they do, and they, especially when they're selfish. Cause see, I'm kind of a selfish adult to the point, and Jennifer said, you so selfish with your food. But see, I'm like this. Let me clarify my selfishness. Y'all ready? I always, anybody I'm around, I'm like, do you want X, Y, and Z? Do you want me to get you an X, Y, and Z? Let's say if we was all going out to get Slurpees. All right? If I'm treating Slurpees, Queenie get a Slurpee, Eggleston get a Slurpee, Knife Paletta get a Slurpee, whomever else. Boom, y'all get Slurpees, right? And then I get my Slurpee. Do not ask me for any of my Slurpee. Because then you're going to see the wrong side of Roger. And I'm using Slurpee. I don't even like Slurpee. I'm just using Slurpee as an example. Because I will buy you what you want. Don't ask me for mine. Okay? And that's just the way I am. I may be wrong for that, but that's just the way I is. Me too. Well, nothing. Okay, my parents have never had my back. Even when I was a kid, they only cared about themselves. Yeah, I remember you telling me the story the other night about your father and stuff. And still gonna say repair those relationships. Tara, we had a good come. Me, you, and who was that? Was that last night? Me, you, and Kev H. We had really, really good conversation last night. Y'all want to go to Walmart? I'll go into Walmart with y'all. I'm not scared. Oh goodness. I'm out here close to like a Walmart superstore. I want to say this is a corporate Walmart too. I'm gonna sanitize up before I go up in there though. Y'all think I should wear a mask? What y'all think? Y'all think I should wear a mask? Now we do have cases in Virginia Beach. I'm in Virginia Beach and I'm talking about stopping at Walmart. Probably not the best ideas I've ever had. Probably not one of my finest moments. Not one of my finest hours. What y'all think? I bet I won't hear from him now. Agreed. Agreed going to Walmart? You gonna talk to your dad again one day? Make it 2 days, Tara. Make it 2 days. Hey, Dad, just call to see how you was doing. Checking on you. I know you're a butthole, but I love you. See, I guess I would probably feel a little bit. Look at Chick-fil-A. The line is wrapped around the building. Hey, can I get a Chick-fil-A sandwich on the side of coronavirus, please? Thank you very much. Got that from Tara. She was talking about Popeye chicken sandwiches the other day. See, I don't forget what you guys be saying. I might not comment on everything. I don't forget what y'all say. And I always try to give y'all credit for y'all good stuff. Because y'all come up with some great stuff. You do. No on your Slurpee. You don't want a Slurpee? I'm treating Slurpees. Not today, but in the future. When we get together in coronavirus, we ain't got to worry about no more. I'm going to treat y'all Slurpees. Y'all good with that? Why not? It's going to have to be a hot summer. That's the only time I really enjoy a Slurpee is when it's hot outside. I'm not going to Walmart. Watch out for the gates. I was going to go off in there and see if they had some sanitizer, but I already know the answer. I don't even know why I keep putting myself through that torture. I'm eating a Popeye's chicken sandwich now, hopefully, minus the side of coronavirus. Are you serious? You really are eating a Popeye chicken sandwich? OMG. Tara, no. Not you. I would love to go get me a Starbucks coffee. For one, I can't pay $8 for a little frappuccino. I would love to stop over here at McDonald's and get me a frappe from there. Just not gonna do it no more. We set out this weekend. That was it. We were not getting coronavirus from eating out. Just not gonna do it. Can't do it. How you get the coronavirus? I don't even know. I went and got me a Popeye chicken sandwich in. Next thing I know, I started coughing. I'm just saying, asking for a friend. Miss Grace said she don't eat out. Laugh out loud. I meant to agree with your Slurpee talk. Oh. Yeah, well, I come up with a good one every now and then. That's what I've been eating. Well, I was eating that yesterday. Today, see, I ate leftover spaghetti that I fixed last night. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was good. And some Girl Scout cookies, some lemon Girl Scout cookies. This is one of my last risks before I start eating, guys. I was just craving it too bad. Laugh out loud. Ah, that's too funny. Miss Emerson thought that was funny too. But yeah, I told Jennifer, I said, this is your birthday weekend. I'll make this sacrifice with you this weekend. But after this, nobody's eating out anymore. Okay? No ordering pizza. No ordering Chinese. Well, hell, we have eaten Chinese. And we don't normally eat Chinese. And every now and then, I would stop and get some, what's the name of that little Chinese shack? Not Chinese. That's like commercialized Chinese, right? Love pickles. I love pickles too. God, we can't never keep enough pickles. And yeah, I can't think of the last time we ate Chinese. We used to eat Chinese when we lived at another location. We had this Chinese place around the corner from my house, and you had to have like exact change to go and buy from them because they didn't take cards. They were strict. They were some strict little Chinese folks. They'd be like, you know, you bring a 20 up in there and your order's like $8 and something. You better come out with a 10 because they was like, And no. Like, no, what? This is money, man. What are you talking about? Did y'all hear about the Waffle House employee had CV serving customers and passed it to them? Don't say that because we stopped at Waffle House this past Sunday and got some food. And we so up and down then we won't eat Waffle House. Even after coronavirus, I'm just not going to eat. And I love Waffle House, but I just can't eat that no more. It's just, you know what? It's funny though. Once you start preparing your own food, you love preparing your own food. And then the crazy part about it is if you get out of the habit of preparing your own food, you going, you got me scooting up. Don't do that again, lady. I thought it was time to go. I see why y'all watch me. I am comical. I make homemade pickled everything. I work at Walmart and I hate the gates just as much as the customers do. Oh, tell me what the gates are for. Please tell me what the gates are for. I did a whole video about the gates and I still don't know what they for. I keep getting figured, oh, it's for crowd control. Oh, it's for people stealing. Oh, it's for this, it's for that. What the hell are the gates for? I think what it is, I think y'all are conditioning people to be locked into a daggone room. I think that's what Walmart is doing. It's part of the New World Order. Yes. I don't know what it's for. I know one thing. I need to go to Lowe's and go see if they don't have any hand sanitizer. Not really. I do need to go to Lowe's and get some materials for my next job. I knew I was gonna have a bunch of drive time. That's why I went on live. That's when I went live like an hour and 15 minutes ago. Is that what it is? Hour and 15. I knew I have a bunch of drive time, and I knew that my stops were gonna be real quick. So those gates and somebody's granny is not gonna stop a herd of people wanting in or out. Supposed to stop theft. Supposed to aggravate the heck out of Plant Based Homestead Prepper. Oops. Actually, they said 2 others were suspected, not tested. The sad part about Waffle House is they got really good food. It don't cost a whole bunch, but it always seems like they got the worst of the worst working in there. If you ever worked at Waffle House, I'm not talking about you, because anybody that's a Plant-Based Homestead Prepper family member, y'all are the best of the best. I'm talking about them other people, okay? It always seems like, and they're always friendly. They just always look dirty to me, like they didn't wash their hands for their shift. And I know they did because I watch them wash their hands all the time. It just looked that way to me. All right? God is bigger than any virus. Amen. I have to go. You have a beautiful, awesome day. You too, Miss Eggers. Thank you. Have a blessed day, Estella. Waffle House raised the prices a lot recently. Did they? I didn't notice. And I used to work at Waffle House. It was my first job ever. Tara, I thought you worked at Shoney's. That was my first job. Maybe it wasn't your first job. See, Terry, I'm not talking about people like you, because I know you wash your hands. I'm going to tell you a true story. Me and my adopted dad, which I happened to see earlier, which is awesome. I love when I hang out with him for a minute. We used to be in the insurance business together. Matter of fact, he was in the insurance business back in like the 80s, and then I rang his doorbell one day off a referral, and we've been family ever since. So I got eventually get him back in the business, whatever. Matter of fact, he's still in the insurance business. I've been out the insurance business since, it was probably 7 or 8 years ago now. So, true story, we went to Atlanta, Georgia. Down there in Terra Stomping Ground. Went to Atlanta, Georgia for a conference. It's going to be like 50,000 screaming fanatics in this freaking arena. And it was. And we got there, it was about 2 in the morning. We were so tired, but we were more hungry than we were tired. We didn't make reservations. This is back in the day where I didn't know about booking reservations. I thought, you go on a trip like that, I thought you just stayed in Motel 6, Whoever left the light on, that's who we going to stay with. That's the way when you don't know no better, you don't know no better. Y'all, I have gone to conferences and slept in my trunk of my car. That's how dedicated I have been to making it in business. All right? They canceled the rodeo. What the heck? How the heck they gonna cancel the daggone rodeo? Whole bunch of stuff about to get canceled, y'all. Don't be surprised. And if you was excited about going to rodeo and being around a whole bunch of people who had coronavirus, they just saved your life. So anyway, we had gotten corona. Lord have mercy. We had gotten in Atlanta, Georgia. It was late and we were tired. We had just driven all the way from Virginia down to Atlanta, which is like a 10, 12-hour drive. And man, we kept driving around trying to find some food. And man, let me tell you, I live in Michigan. I don't know of any cases here. I think I did hear y'all had some cases though. But I'm glad you don't have any cases around you. So we go up to the Waffle House. They're like, welcome to Waffle House. Sit wherever you want. They all chip at 2 in the morning. Sit wherever you want. So we go sit down at this booth. Should have known there was something wrong. Because the young lady that waited at our table, served us, she brought, and y'all know that the water at Waffle House, you can hit the little speaker thing and it's gonna come out like steaming hot. It's hot as, I don't know. It's like coffee ready hot. That's how hot it is. She had taken and put, I don't know who this is calling me for Virginia people. No, I don't want your Corona. I do not want your Corona. Call back later. So she had taken a cup and put our silverware in the cup with this scalding hot water, upside down, of course, so you know that the parts that you put in your mouth were down and the handles were up. I looked at my doctor there. I looked at him and he looked at me, and we were just too hungry. We was like, hey, I guess that's just the way they do it down here in Georgia. And to my recollection, that was the best Waffle House I ever had. We ate. And I know both of us got the, it's called an all-star, where you get 2 eggs. See, I didn't even know what we ate. 2 eggs. Look, I don't know if I did one. 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon or sausage, a waffle, your choice of grits, or home potatoes. And did y'all hear what I told that person that called me? They were calling, it was a Virginia Beach number that I didn't recognize. No, I know. Y'all got, I'm trying to get out of Virginia Beach. Y'all got Corona out here. I don't have it where I'm going. So anyway, man, we ate and ate. And then, and you get 2 slices of toast. All that. And now that meal is like 11 something. But since I don't eat meat anymore, I feel like I'm wasting my money ordering that, you know? But you know what? It's so expensive eating without meat. Like if I order that all-star and I don't get the meat, I just wasted like $4. Because if I order a waffle, it's crazy. I order a waffle. Okay, get this. This past Sunday, we ordered a waffle, a blueberry waffle. 1 blueberry waffle. And 2 things of, I checked them out. 2 things of hash browns. That was it. It cost like $18. I'm like, well, damn, I should have ordered 2 All-Stars. Those are like $11 a piece. 11 times 2 is 22. Add tax, that's $24. So you mean tell me for another $4, 18? I do the math. For another $4, I could have got 2 meals, and all I got was like 2 parts of a meal. Y'all ripping me off. You're scamming me. But that's how they do you. You know, that's the way every restaurant is. It's like, oh, well, you know, come over here and get a #1, which is the... Hell, have y'all heard about these new Big Macs? Oh, they got some... Look, I knew you was going to be the one that love an All-Star. You're going to turn into an All-Star. See how I play those words? I always either get that or the grilled chicken sandwich. Yeah, when we go to Waffle House, I used to always get the All-Star. Love the All-Star. And I love you know what? I love their toast. Their toast with that fake butter. It be so good. Woo! Y'all know that's not real butter, right? It's not real butter. Don't get mad at me because you didn't know it wasn't real butter. It's not real butter. It's like butter substitute. I don't know what it's called. Margarine. Margarine's not real butter. I don't care who told you margarine was real butter, or what's that other stuff called? Spread. Spread is not real butter. Okay? Spread does not equal butter. Margarine does not equal butter. We don't go to Waffle House anymore because it's gotten so freaking expensive. No, it's gotten so freaking Corona. Oh, Corona. It has gotten expensive. I agree. Dang, people still smoke. I looked over here in this car next to me because I saw this smoke. People still smoke. Butter flavored spread. Give me those calories. Give me those empty calories. Yum, yum, yum. It'd be good, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm talking crap about them, but I'm gonna tell you when the waffles are the best. The waffles are the best when you get them to go, and they put the doggone the spread off in the waffle, and it's hot, and it heats it up to the point where it's liquid, and you know they didn't wash their hands before they touch the spread. So you get all them good old germs put on top of your waffle, and then you gotta take it off. Like, you take it off, and then you just pour it. It just pours out. You don't even get a chance to take it with your knife and spread it. No, it pours out. It's like, it pours out just like the syrup does. I thought we had 938 cases. You are so late. I saw over 1,000 an article and checked the Woo site. That's a doggone tongue twister. Woo site. And have 1,101. Yes, we've been over 11. We've been over 1,000 since this morning. Where you been, knife? Where you been, brother? Yes, we're over 1,000. And the question I have for you guys is, why is it spreading so much faster here in the United States than anywhere else? Because we're not taking it serious. That's part of the reason. Another reason, we're arrogant. Here in the States, we are so arrogant. We don't think anything can happen here. Hello, okay, that's China, you know, that's whatever. That's 5,000 miles away. Oh, that's Italy. That's 3,000 miles away. Ah, that's Washington State. That's, my numbers are off a little bit, because Italy and Washington State can't be 3,000 miles away. Now, Washington is about 3,000 miles away from me. Italy is probably, what, 5,000? China's probably, what, 8 or 9, 10,000 away? I don't really know. Have y'all been anywhere out and about and y'all see Asian people, you look at them a little funny? I don't want to discriminate, but every time I see an Asian, I'm like, have you been home lately? I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I'm looking at them funny and I'm like, I thought we was about, okay. Yeah, you said, okay, sleeping. You said I've been sleeping. All right, so I'm gonna go into this is a store called Lidl. I never know the doggone correct pronunciation, but I got these cool little pineapple juices out of here yesterday. I'm gonna see if they got some avocados. I'm sure they do. That's exactly what I kept hearing. It won't happen here. It's fake. It's just propaganda. It's no more than the flu. I don't know how many times I heard that. I really don't. But I know one thing I'm about to do. I'm going to this public place, and even though I may not put my mask on, I'm definitely going to put some gloves on. I'm about to grab this shopping cart right here. And I'm going to clean it down with some wipes. Well, before I even put my gloves on it. This is our new life, y'all. This is what we have to do to keep ourselves safe. That's exactly what I kept hearing. It won't happen here. Okay, yep. And people here are not going to listen to lockdowns. So soccer mom is going to sit outside Starbucks, waiting at home, hours, break down. I can see it now. Unfortunately, you're probably right. Unfortunately. I don't know why that song is in my head. Y'all know that song goes Barcelona. And I don't know the words. Jennifer gets on me all the time. She like, do you know the words to any song that is not a Brian McKnight song? And I'm like, nope. I really don't. And that's true. I really don't know the words to any songs. So if you guys be like, hey, Roger, you know the song that goes like this and the lyrics are such, I'll be like, nope, I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about. Zero ideas. And people here are not going to. Oh, yeah. You already read that. Are y'all tired of me talking yet? Good Lord. Been on like an hour and a half. Y'all, for some reason, y'all like this doggone long chats that are really not chats. They're like me ranting all the time. I keep telling younger people. Oh, shoot. They say it's nothing. But the next time they see their parents and grandparents, it's so hard to read out here in the sun. That's what I do when I'm inside. Also, I'm going to see if they got any hand sanitizer, even though I'm making it myself. I do want some more of those pineapple juices. They were delicious. That's one of those women says she don't care. Gloria being canceled, she's going to still ride her horse. Ooh, that could be taken so many ways. Young people, parents, and grandparents, make them sure they're in the wheel because they not be much longer. Very, very true. Let's see here. Ooh, Lord, I can't pay $1.29 for avocados. I cannot do that. Nope. I love y'all. I love my Plant Based Homestead Prepper family. Did somebody come here and buy all the doggone pineapple? Oh, I was about to get mad. Y'all. Now, what's the better deal? I can buy one for $75. That's the same daggone price. I can buy 4 for $3. Same price. Actually, I say like a penny. I'm not buying 4. Okay, y'all. Peanut butter. You ready? Get you some peanut butter. Alright? With the quickness. It's yummy. You can put it on some saltines and make it a meal. Mushroom pasta sauce. Ooh. 85 cents a jar? Y'all know I'm about to get some of this. Traditional. Yes, at 85 cents a pop. I'm about to get several of these. Let me see, tomato and onion, garlic. Okay. What's this? Just pasta sauce? Okay. So we eat spaghetti like crazy anyway. I mean, that's like, we make that a meal anyway, y'all. Tomato, onion, and garlic. Okay, Jennifer's not gonna be crazy about that, but I'm gonna love it. Mushroom, yes. Heck yeah. I should just got a whole daggone case. I don't know what I was doing. Alright. Alfredo. Jennifer loves Alfredo, so I get her a few jars of Alfredo. She loves this stuff. Alfredo. Alright. So we're looking pretty good. Came here for one thing, got a whole bunch. I mean, surprisingly, it is like so much everywhere. Y'all see? I guess I could have turned the darn thing the other way. Wait a minute. Hold on. So $1.39 for 2 pounds of spaghetti? Dang, that's cheap. Now see, I didn't come in here to get preps, but dadgummit, I can't pass up these 2 pounds of spaghetti, $1.39. Come on, man. And we got plenty of this already. Let me get some shells. Shells are 75 cents. That's something else we could throw in there. Got what's that? Rainbow elbow? What is that called? Routines. And see, these are things that you can prep. Michaela's third coach prepper. You made it to the live chat. We only been chatting for like 2 hours. But congratulations, thanks for being here. Y'all know how y'all like the way I slap y'all coming in, then I'd be like, thank you for being here. Oh goodness. Thank you so much for joining. No hand sanitizer. I can see that already. 0. I came in here for what? What the heck did I come in here for? Some avocados. And look what let me show y'all what I got. Yeah. Oh goodness. Don't forget your eggs. Alright. Get your spices, folks. I need some of this too. And I was looking out there, I said, you know, ooh, this is only 89 cents. Oh, I know I'm about to get some of these. Salsa. Okay? And I know I could make it myself. But who wants to make it yourself? We can just spend 89 cents and y'all gonna get a whole jar of it already made. Make sense? Makes sense. Yes, Roderick, I agree. Wow. Queenie, what is wrong with you? You know we love you. $1.39, $1.59. What's the difference? Oh, these are round. Oh, I need some more chips. Ooh, 89 cents. I bet these things are salty as I don't know what. What's y'all's weight? 13 ounces. Or, either on the border, what makes y'all so much more expensive? 8 ounces. So it looks like it's going to be some 13-ounce chips today. I don't even have, that's restaurant style. And these are just tortilla chips for 89 cents. I'm hating I came up in here now. I'm about to get out though. Alright, y'all, make sure y'all got some sugar. Some sugar. And y'all make sure you got some, what is this? Craft soda. Oh, you know what? Every time I do a doggone video and there's some music in the background, my video always gets dinged or hit or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called. But they be like, you have violated the YouTube policy and we don't like you or something. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, we're going to take first available. Baking soda. She brings it fast. I don't have any bags with me or anything.
Checkout 4 is now opening. Please place your items on the belt.
Good Lord, how many did I buy? Jeez. Spanish school in 1918, she said. This was her mom made them.
7202. It may make you swipe it again.
Wow. Yes.
Then go through. You want to try a lower number? 58. 58? Yes. Try it one more time. Want to try a lower? 50. 50. Alright, you're good.
Michaela, I didn't know you was doing videos. I'm going to check you out.
2701 is the total.
Michaela's third coach prepper. Take baking soda every day. Oh, you guys are teaching me something. So how do you take the baking soda? What did you do?
Thank you so much.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm good. Thanks. I didn't come to shop. Got bags in the car, you know.
That works out that way.
It doesn't. I came here for one thing, avocados, and I don't have one in that stash. Yeah, you didn't see one. You didn't see one. You too. All right, y'all. 1 teaspoon. Y'all hold on, I'm almost done. Jennifer's gonna be like, you are absolutely insane. And I'm be like, I know, baby, I know. Let's see here, what are y'all saying? I've been coughing all day because my heart arrhythmia is acting up. That's what all the coronavirus patients say. Have a wild orange harvest video. I actually showed my face in it. What? Michaela, you showed your face? No, you didn't. For real. I'm so proud of you. One day we're gonna see Tara. I don't even mess with Tara. Y'all see how she tried to throw heart arrhythmia in there? Oh, she been coughing all day. I've been coughing all day. But I haven't been, and I feel good because I knew that I would. I'm about to get run over. Oh my God. Oh, you ain't caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Y'all see how I put two songs together? Let me see here. Tara Hawthorne berry vitamin correct all heart illnesses. Really? Where can I get hawthorn berries? I'm thinking you can get it from a vitamin shop. I used to have hawthorn berry. Where did I get those from? Y'all hold on, I gotta plug y'all up. Gotta plug you up, need to get my bags out of the bag. Really. Alright, people, just think you're singing to yourself though. You know, that's true. And Jennifer says I am like the best song maker upper ever at Sprouts and Old Foods. Let me show y'all something. How long do y'all think this was last in the pinch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 jars of spaghetti sauce. 3 jars of Alfredo. I got a ton of doggone spaghetti at the house. I got cases and cases upon spaghetti. And even though I still don't feel like I have enough. Golly. But how long do y'all think this will last? 2 people. Well, each jar is at least a meal. And in our case, shoot, we usually can stretch 2 settings out of 1 jar. So what I say, 9? So that's 18 meals. And you know spaghetti sticks to you, so. I went in there for this. I went in there for pineapple juice. Jennifer would be mad at me if she was with me right now because she hates when I don't put the cart up. But I'm like this, babe. They pay people to do that. And if you do their job, they're not going to have a job. So stop putting the carts up. We have an argument about the carts all the time. I'm like, dang, girl. You're taking somebody's job away. Stop doing that. Because Jennifer will walk the cart. I mean, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. What I do, so I don't feel bad about it, I usually always park my vehicle where a cart is already, so I can just grab that cart, and then when I come back out, guess what? I just put the cart back where I found it. Y'all feel me? Oh goodness. All right, so I need to do a favor. This pasta. Okay, wait a minute. What are you saying about this sauce? Hold on. That sounded important. All right, the homeless might act the car. Well, guess what, Michaela? That ain't my problem. If they gonna steal a cart, guess what? They gonna steal a cart anyway. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't steal the cart. I put the cart back. I didn't never take the cart. I borrowed the cart. And then if you had Aldi's, you gotta pay to use the cart. Seriously, it's a quarter. Well, who not gonna take the cart back so they can get their quarter? All right. Well, okay. Arthur. Ooh, y'all chatting. Why am I out of breath? Sprouts Whole Food, cool. All you really need to do is flavor the pasta. Wait a minute, I collected. That sounds like some good stuff right there. All we need to do is flavor the pasta, not drench it in sauce so it can be stretched a long way. You know what, Night Collector, that is freaking good. I swear y'all like clones of us sometimes. I know. I turned my pasta into spaghetti soup and use so much sauce. I like the sauce better than the pasta sometimes. I just eat sauce. I like sauce too. I made some spaghetti last night, and it wasn't as saucy as I like it. It was still good, but it wasn't as saucy as I like it. Yeah, I like my spaghetti saucy. All right, y'all get. You know what? I was so irritated yesterday. I was like, I need a drink. Y'all not gonna believe this. To me, this is a drink. Okay. So yesterday I had a rough day at work, and I stopped by here to get a drink. I was really gonna get a Sprite or something like that. I was like, I need a drink. And I saw these pineapple juice, 100% pineapple. I was like, oh, it's 100% pineapple and mango. I was like, oh man, that looks pretty good. Let me try that. And man, yep. This is so good, y'all. I can't begin to tell you how enjoyable this little juice is. And it's 8 ounces. So that's 32 ounces of juice for $3. That's not bad. I mean, I can't buy pineapple juice out in the can, the concentrate, from the concentrate. I can't buy it cheaper. I can. because it comes in a huge can. But y'all get the point. Yuck. It tasted spoiled. Laugh out loud. I don't even know what that is you're talking about. Harmless Harvest coconut water. 100% fresh coconut water, not from concentrate. You know what I really like? I like when you get the young coconuts and you bust them open yourself and put a straw in it. Them be the best ones right there. Somebody, y'all hear this? Listen, y'all hear that? They need to get their brakes done, or they're gonna be replacing their rotors like my son. As soon as your brakes start squealing, for anybody who don't know this, as soon as your brakes start squealing, you better go get your brakes done. Okay? Or else you're gonna be replacing rotors and you're gonna be crying. Crying. I swear you're gonna be crying. That is so good and refreshing. Woo! I love pineapple juice too. By the way. So, let's actually talk about the subject that I put this video up about. I don't think we talked about this pandemic at all. And thanks to Miss Grace for actually sending me the article where the UDC, MBC, World Health Organization, I think, is now calling the coronavirus a pandemic. Ding, 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 ding. Can I get pandemic for 100, please? I have to add no sugar to... Oh, kombucha. Oh, yeah. I tried kombucha about 6 months ago, and I did not like it. I didn't like it at all. It was not that good to me. Yeah, it wasn't that great, to be honest. It is really good for you, but tends to be expensive if you drink a lot of it. I don't like it, to be honest with you. Woo! I feel like I'm getting drunk, y'all. I've been drinking. Oh, goodness. 2 different types, didn't care, but yeah, I didn't like any of the kombucha I tried either. I don't care how good it is. Oh, it says shake well before serving. Maybe it was wrong with the ones I drank yesterday. You know what? And I bought 4 yesterday. I was only able to down 2. You'd be surprised how filling juice is. Juice is very, very filling. If you want to lose some weight, it's expensive. I mean, but this is a meal replacement, you know. So for $3, I could force myself to drink 32 ounces of juice, which is, let me see, when I was doing juicing, and that's all I was doing. How many? I think I was drinking 64 ounces. So I would do 2 of these. If I was drinking this kind of juice, I'd be 2 of those a day. So you talking about $6 a day, and those are your meals. So not bad actually. At $6. Damn, can I even juice at home for cheaper than $6? Yeah, I think it is cheaper because I'm getting way more. Because when I juice, I get a whole pitcher. So for like $7 or $8, I'm getting a huge pitcher of it. Ah, dang, that's almost about the same doggone amount in it. We're about to run a light. We don't want to do that. I wanted to like it, but I didn't. Okay, so let's talk about Corona, y'all. What happens now that they call this thing a pandemic? And can somebody check the market, the stock market, since I'm heavily invested, and normally I'm trading right now from 3 to 4. Can somebody check the market and tell me what the number is for the Dow Jones Industrial? I'm crossing my fingers and hoping I'm not losing my shirt. But all I need you to do is check it and tell me that it's down, because I'm playing it down today. Okay, I'm not playing the market up, playing it down. Matter of fact, I can't trust y'all. Let me check it myself, because y'all might not give me the right information I need, and then I'll be mad at you. And then I don't want to be mad at you, okay? I don't want to be upset with you. I can't do it while I'm live. So Tara or somebody check the stock market and tell me what it started at this morning and where it's at now. Mine is 1354. Is that for the day? What did it start? Because I was already doing well before I went live. Woo! Yes. Over 1,600. Hallelujah. Ha! You see, I'm playing it down, and I'm gonna let it ride. Because I think it's time for the market to just start tanking. To be honest with you, I could be wrong, but it's been showing this pattern of one day down, one day up, one day down, one day up. I'm hoping that today we are hitting that one day down, and then overnight it shoots down. So it opened at 20. Okay, so if it opened at 24,604, where is it now? That's what I need to know. So if it's down 1,600, it's probably at 18,000. No, that's wrong. 22.4? Is that right? Oh, okay, 23. So it opened at 24,604, and we're down to, what are y'all doing? This stuff is like a drug, y'all. I'm feeling high. 23,672. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I needed to get down to like 20,000. For those that are playing the market, and God forbid, Jennifer's in her 401k right now. I'm sure it's dying. But like I told her, I was like, babe, leave it in there. Shit, we young. It'll bounce back. But that's the difference between a long-term investor and a day trader. So I'm more like a day trader, swing trader. So I see patterns, I jump in, I make a little bit, and I get out. My problem is when I get greedy, like what I'm doing right now. This is pure greed that's driving me. But I'm banking. There are two factors in the stock market: greed and fear. I'm banking right now that overnight. And I know the president's going to have this meeting with the banks and all that. I don't know if he had it yet or not, and that may take the market up. But you just can't keep fighting against something that's worldwide, that's devastation. Eventually, the market's going to be like, so that's what I'm banking on right now. It's Conspiracy 101 in here. That is my man right there. What's up, brother? He always got something positive to say. I love positive people. Have you noticed the prices on goods in, oh shoot, what is it? Goods in the store are going up. No, I didn't, because I just bought like 15 meals for like $24. So no, I haven't noticed. Have a few thousand. Oh shoot, I have a few thousand. The best man, the word is out. The virus is over. Yes and no, Night Collector. I think we got a long way before we get there. Yeah, I think we got a really long. I'm gonna tell you when the dog gonna buy. Stuff like Ford and Sprint and things like that. If they keep sliding over the next week and a half, because Ford, I didn't think I'd ever see a Ford stock at $6. Ford is at $6 right now. I was like, oh my God. It has been consistently trading 8 to 10, and I've been riding that wave up and down for the last year with Ford. And when I saw that joker go down to $6 yesterday, I was like, dang, I could have bought doggone 2 weeks ago. I could have bought those options right there. And that seemed so far-fetched back then, 2 weeks ago. To buy that option right there, I could have bought them for pennies. I could have probably bought 1,000 options, which would give me control of like, what, 100,000 shares for a penny each 2-3 weeks ago. If I had bought them to be at $6 right now, and I'd be a rich man. And that's how the rich get richer, because they play the market up, down, and sideways. But Kayla says she already closed her manager. What you mean you closed your manager? percent savings account. We got silver with it. Just call me Queenie. Oh goodness. I'm gonna catch up on chat when I stop. I apologize to you all. It's going forward. Alright, so now that we have the pandemic, and maybe when that came out, because you know I went on live as soon as who sent it to me? I think Miss Grace sent it to me. As soon as she sent me the article about the World Health Organization calling the coronavirus a pandemic, I went on live with you guys. I already knew I was playing everything to the downside. So maybe when the news came out, everybody started selling again, and maybe we've taken a tumble. And my wife and both my best friend, I got both of them into investing. Well, he was investing before I got involved, but I got really heavily involved in it. And they're always so amazed at how I thought that person was about to jump in front of me. How I can look at a line chart and figure out where a stock is going. And I don't know about 75% right. If I really would stick to my intuition. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. Okay, straight up. I would be able to make a ton of money in the stock market if I had $25,000. I'm gonna tell you why. It's down more. 23,629. 29. Beautiful, love it. The more it go down, the more Roger's gonna make money today. So this is the deal. I have figured out, I don't know how I figured out, but I have figured out certain patterns of the market. And what I have to do now, I have to be disciplined because I only get three day trades every 5 days. Okay? So what I have to do, I have to be disciplined now to watch the setup. And then when it happens, to make sure I have my day trades available so that when that move happens, I can jump in, it moves, and jump out. Make my money, get out. Okay? What hurts me now is I'm picking good direction. I'm picking great. I don't even play stocks anymore. I play the SPY, which is the SPY. I play that. It gives me $2 or $3, $4 move at a time. My thing is, I don't have enough day trades where I can get in, get out. And I'm having to play it too long where it'll turn against me. And then the money I make, because I'll get up on a trade. Y'all not going to believe this. When I'm trading, I will get 30, 50, and sometimes 100% on that trade. I know that's unheard of. I know y'all don't believe it. But remember when you hear something that's unbelievable, it's probably because the person that's telling you that something that's unbelievable is truth. You just don't know it. I learned something from golly, doctor, what is his last name? Anyway, I can't remember his name. But before he does his seminars, he has you to take your hand and make a circle. And he says, repeat after me. The knowledge and the information that I know is contained inside this circle. Everything I don't know is contained outside of this circle. I thought that was so powerful. I told you I steal something from everybody that I hear. I steal something. I'm learning from everybody. Okay? So I have figured out patterns in the stock market, and I have seen certain things that trigger other. It's almost like have y'all seen the Roderick High laugh my A off. What? Oh, Roderick is off juice. Alright, so have y'all seen the Matrix and y'all know how they look at the code and everything and they can see what's going on inside the code? Well, I ain't gonna say all the time, but sometimes when I look at the market, I see the code inside of it sometimes. And about 70 or 80% of the time I'm right. Literally, 70-80% of the time, my brains. I just don't have enough right now to go in, and I'm not able to take enough share size. I mean, because imagine being able to pick winning stocks. Not even 70%, just say 50%. 50% of the time. And when you picked it and you were right, it ran up and you made 30, 50, 100% on your investment. That's crazy, right? I know. And I experience that almost daily. Got some kind of sixth sense or something, I don't know. Now I'm passing this place called G.I. Joe. It is a military surplus. I pulled in their parking lot today because I was going to buy another wool blanket for us. But I didn't see any. I don't see any now passing by. They usually keep them pretty close to the front door. But I'm not surprised. I'm sure they have bought up all of that stuff. Gone. This will be my first time growing potatoes from seeds instead of sweet potatoes, slips. I'm confused. Hey, all you gotta do is just you know what? Send me an email and I'll send you my link so you can get a free stock. You get a free stock, I get a free stock. So shoot me an email over at Plant Based Homestead Prepper. I'll send you a link. You can sign up with the company I have, and you get a free stock if you're interested. So Michaela, let me see what you said about your stock. I know you had gone in and gotten your stock. I'm using my rubber style indicator, playing the hole there. First, okay, I read that. Cool. Now I'm gonna tell you guys what I did last summer? Whatever it was. I went out in the yard. I took some sweet potatoes that we had that were left over from I think we got these from Whole Foods. I went out there and I cut the potatoes in half and grew them jokers. Y'all not gonna believe how many sweet potatoes I grew from just regular old potatoes. And I was just trying something. I was like, I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna see if it's gonna work. I cut those sweet potatoes in half. What are sweet potatoes? Yeah, they were sweet potatoes. Now you guys know I'm always working my soil in my garden, so I have really good soil. But this was a patch of little dirt that I hadn't worked. I just cleared it and then threw the stuff out there, and I was like, wow. About 2 weeks later, I had sprouts, and I had 3 or 4 months later, I was digging up potatoes. Yeah, matter of fact, I did a video when I was doing that. I did a video digging up potatoes, and I couldn't believe how many potatoes we produced. So yeah, potatoes are pretty easy to grow. Corn used to be easy to grow until last year. I couldn't grow corn. I don't know what the heck. Okra's always easy to grow, and I love okra, and I love raw okra now. I used to boil and cook my okra, but now, like those figs, y'all know I love to eat. I grow them out on that tree, and I stand out there with the freaking water garden hose, and I just wash them off and eat them. That's where I eat okra now. I cut it right off the doggone stalk, spray it down and eat it right there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Good stuff. What else? My garden has... Oh, I lost it. It was moving too fast. Thanks to Roderick, I bought fruit trees. Like 10 of them. Yes! Hot dog. What kind of fruit trees did you get, Queenie? I love fried okra and pickled okra. I love raw okra. Off the vine. Off the bush. And y'all know I had left those okra stalks in the ground. I was gonna see if they were gonna come back this year. Nah, they didn't come back. Oh, also I meant to tell you guys, now's the time to start your seeds. Start growing them inside the house. I'm gonna plant seeds this week, and you can put them in little cups. Make sure they're biodegradable. Then you just take the whole cup, throw it in the ground. You can get you some of those like paper cups from, and I'm not talking about styrofoam, I'm talking about paper cups from the dollar store or whatever. Is that my old car? Oh my goodness. Nah, that's got pinstripes on it. Oh, got rid of both my cars this week, y'all. All extra cars that were at our house are gone now. I wouldn't like Sanford and Son where I had just junk cars everywhere. These were running cars. and they have all gone away, gone bye-bye. So I'm excited about that. Jennifer's really excited. She got her driveway back. We kept registration, kept insurance on all of them. They all ran. They all, all good cars. And the last one left this morning, and I'm very excited about it. I'm kind of sad about my Prius though. I didn't realize how much I liked that car until I was getting rid of. Until I was selling. I was saying getting rid of until I was selling it. They're going to. They went to good homes. Okay. So I don't want you guys to be sad about these cars. They went to good homes, and they went to people who needed them. All right. I wanted to bless some folks in our lives that we knew that were local, that needed some blessings. Sometimes it's just nice to be nice. And sometimes when you have the means of doing for others, and sometimes when you have the I've always been a person. When I was growing up, I used to be so pessimistic, and then I grew up one day and I was like, man, I'm the king of this universe, and and blessings flow through me, and they do. And I speak that all the time. I say that all the time, like blessings flow through me. And we've been able to. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I had 2 cars given to me within 6 months of each other, and both of those cars were those cars I just got rid of. One of them I had to put some work into, the Prius. But it drove really, really well. I mean, and if you know what a Prius is a hybrid. Had to replace the hybrid battery. That was the only thing that was wrong with it, actually. Once I replaced the hybrid battery, the thing just fired up and just ran like crazy. Right before I sold it, the regular battery went out. I did that myself, replaced that. But that car was given to me, and I passed it on to somebody I know who was getting somebody their first vehicle. And I blessed them with it. I really didn't even get the money out that I put in it, to be honest with you. But I wanted to be a blessing. It was so funny. I asked them how the car was. They was like, "Oh yeah, it's doing good." The engine, and I was like, check engine light may come on. If it does, it's mine. I've already had it looked at. It's something, if you want to get it fixed, it's not going to cost a whole bunch. But it's not, it's not a necessity. And it did, lo and behold, it did. It hadn't come on for me, and I've been driving the car like crazy. But the person who got it for their stepson, they said they had contacted them, was like, "Hey, I looked up this car and the value of this car, and it's worth X, Y, and Z." And she's like, "Yeah, and do you remember what we paid for it?" He's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You see what being a good person and being kind and being nice to others, it pays off." And I thought that was a great example of just seeing how being a blessing to somebody and being a blessing to someone's life. And I'm not even talking about me being a blessing to them. I'm talking about the person that I blessed. They've always been a blessing to me, okay? And vice versa, And I said all that to say this. We're in this thing together, okay? We are in this thing together. And if there is something that you can do that's going to help someone, bless someone, get them to the next level, do it. Do it, because for one, you can't take anything with you. All right, you cannot take anything with you. And for another, you never know what the blessing that you do for someone, you never know what that's going to do as a stair step to get them to the level that they need to be, and more importantly, where we as the world need them to be. I don't know who that's for, but definitely for me. So the van, and it's so ironic today that today we gave away yeah, we gave this away. We had a van, and I have a friend who she's in a kind of a bad situation. She has 4 children. Her boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, just left her, moved out and just left her. Got a new woman and rolled out on she and the kids. And she was talking, she like, Roger, I got my tax return and blah blah blah. And I was like, look, the tax return money is not gonna last long, okay? And you trying to do X, Y, and Z. I said, let me think about something. I'll get back with you a couple of days. Speaking of the angel. Whoa, I can't. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna call him back. So, I call a couple of days later. I say, hey, look, I got this van. It was a blessing to me. All right, one-on-one. Thank you, brother. Make sure you email me, okay? I was like, I got this van. It was a blessing to me. I said, Jennifer and we're gonna bless you. I said, I'm not gonna charge you for it. If you want to give me something, fine. If you don't, no biggie. I said, but I'm gonna get it inspected because I knew it was gonna pass an inspection because it's a good vehicle. So I'm gonna get it inspected for you. I'm gonna definitely clean it out because I was using it as a storage unit. I was like, and I couldn't find a stupid title, y'all. Oh, that bothered me more than anything. I could not find, and I'm really meticulous about paperwork. I couldn't find the title, so I ended up having to go to the DMV a few days ago, and got a duplicate title. Gave it to her. She took a couple days over the weekend or whatever to get everything changed over, and she took delivery of it today. And just to know that, because she was trying to lug 4 kids around in a little Honda Civic. Y'all know how small a Honda Civic is, right? Honda Civics are small. All right, so the stock market just closed. Y'all see where my brain is. Let's see if I can pull this thing up at all. It's rhyme time with Rod. I'm gonna finish this story too. I mean that's the end of the story right there. We bless somebody, okay? Man, I had it pulled up. What are y'all doing, fellas? First case. See what happened when you come on with Plant Based Homestead Prepper? You get your first case. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, I just glanced it. I don't know what happened. Whoa. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys. Man, that was awesome right there. At one point in time today, my account went up 231%. And I ended up closing the day at 189% to the good. Now, granted, I had losing days the last couple of days. So let's see here. Catch up on y'all. Surprisingly, my winter garden produced nice super beet greens that are dried and stored. My cats are smashing my current garden seedlings. Love, Tara. Take care, Queen. Queen, you gone? I had stuff growing all winter on my back. Lettuce, kale. Is that lettuce, green onions, and herbs. Just toss handfuls of assorted seeds and we'll see what comes up. Nice. That's so true. Take care. Love y'all. Love you too, Conspiracy. Thank you. Have a blessed day, Conspiracy by Conspiracy. We may have our first case, Little Rock, KATV, Jefferson Regional Medical Center in Pine Bluff is restricting access after a presumptive case of coronavirus was announced Wednesday morning. Went down 100 points before close by Michaela's. Thanks all y'all. I appreciate it. 23.55102. BCRX down approximately 8%. It goes up after hours every day, up and down, over and over. That's a stock. That's stocks for you, Michaela. And that free stock I got when you joined, I sold that. I don't even know what it was. I sold it so quick. But that, I'm not a buy and hold investor. I'm a buy and get in, get out. Now, my prayer, my hope, overnight. I need to and if you guys want to know what I trade, pull up SPY. That's really what I'm trading. It's probably, I don't even know. I just looked at it a while ago, and I didn't look at it. I looked at my account. So if you look at SPY on the stock exchange, then you'll know that that's what I'm trading now, and that really is the S&P 500. That's the ETF for the S&P 500. So when the S&P 500 it goes up, that SPY goes up. When it goes down, the SPY goes down, and that's the one I like trading. Let's see. Dang, it's getting to all the states quickly. That's the question I have. Why is it spreading so quickly in the United States? That's the question I got. Why? Because it has not seemed to have spread this fast anywhere else. Now, I could be wrong. And I'm talking about other than China. I'm talking about anywhere else other than China. And it seems like, well, Italy spread pretty fast. But it just seemed like we went from 100 to 1,000 in like 3-4 days. Now, I don't really remember how many days it was, but it just seemed like it was really quick. And I could be wrong. Won't be the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last. What time is it? 4:05. I used to think that bicycles were for kids and people who just didn't have a driver's license. And now I find myself wanting to ride my bike more often. I want to get me a new bike though, because I bought this like 21 speed. And I hate to admit it, but Jennifer is so right. It's not made for like city traveling. It's made for being on the Tour de France or something. But in order for me to get a new one, I need to sell the old one. All right, so the governor said a patient at Pine Bluff. Oh, our governor was supposed to talk today. I don't even know what he said. Recent travel out of state and tested positive for the virus in Arkansas. He said would be declaring a public health emergency over one case. Y'all governor's on ball. I got to give him that. Oh, shoot. Let's see what this...
Both directions. The National Weather Service forecast.
We missed the update at 4 o'clock. All the agents said 10 rockets fired at the U.S. base in Iraq. When? Just now?
Thursday night, low 55.
That should be breaking news then on the radio.
North Carolina at 60 and Pocosin.
Hey, if you want to get a country while they down, that's the best time to do it. I'm not surprised though. I mean, what's the fastest way to get your country out of a doggone crisis? Start a war.
Sean's guest is John Solomon. I'm
Start
Have
a
a
war.
great Wednesday and stay tuned for Sean Hannity.
I'm sure Sean Hannity, if that's true, I'm sure Sean Hannity will be talking about it.
When coronavirus broke out in China, people said, this is China's Chernobyl. Actually, it's Donald Trump's Chernobyl.
This election is a very important election. In my view,
Happened an hour ago?
as we know it,
Wow.
is at stake.
Houston councils the rodeo after someone tested positive after being at a barbecue.
Vice President Biden's going to be the nominee. Let's shut
Yeah,
this
Queenie
fucker
had
down
announced
and
that
let's
earlier
move on and
about the
worry
rodeo, but I didn't know where it came
It's
from.
decided. There's no reason to
Barbecue
keep it
area in
going. It's not
Montgomery
even
County.
any
Okay.
longer.
Happened 1 hour ago.
Only 207.
I thought we were done with them folks shooting rockets at the doggone Iraq base. Well, that would definitely, if that's true, that would definitely take the stock market down somewhere, I think. Who knows? Hope so. I hope so. That'd be bad, would it? That's terrible of me. I'm sorry, y'all.
If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330.
Joe Biden.
I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? We choose truth over facts. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman. We have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. But if Donald Trump is reelected, Freudian slip, Donald Trump does pose an extra threat to this. It's not hypothetical. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing. Words that stunned the nation, and I would argue, I know, shocked the world. International leaders spoke about it. You had people like Margaret Thatcher. Excuse me. You had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in Germany. You had Angela Merkel. Just like in my generation, when I got out of school, that. When Bobby Kennedy and Dr. King had been assassinated in the 70s, late 70s, when I got engaged, my son, my deceased son, was the Attorney General of the United States, and before that, he was a federal prosecutor in one of the largest offices in the country, in Philadelphia. And I want to thank you all. I tell you what, I'm rushing ahead, aren't I? Although I had met Sully and his wife at an event in Los Angeles back in the spring, late fall, late spring, late winter, early fall, anyway, you know what I mean.
Joe Biden talking about.
You must register that weapon. You must register it. When you register it, the likelihood of it being used diminishes exponentially. One of the things I'm proudest of is getting passed, getting moved, getting control of the Paris Climate Accord. I'm the guy that came back after meeting with Deng Xiaoping and making the case that I believe China would join if we put pressure on them. Why in God's name should someone who's clipping coupons in the stock market in fact, pay a lower tax rate than someone who, in fact, is, like I said, a school teacher and a firefighter? Chip in and support our campaign. Text Joe 23. Excuse me, I got to get this right. Joe to 30330. You know.
Who said Joe is creepy?
Are you with Donald Trump?
I know he's always putting his hand on women's shoulders.
It's not a Trump rally. It's not a Trump rally. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. The Bernie Bros are here. Let him go. Folks, let him go. That's okay. Let him go. Let him go.
No, Michaela, I'm actually trading the S&P 500. Not that is part of the S&P or part of the Nasdaq. The SPY, the SPY, is actually the S&P 500 exchange.
It is certainly legitimate to raise questions if he has the strength.
Over here doing some crazy. I'm gonna leave it on in the background just to see if he talks about this. Can anybody verify that rockets have hit the Iraq base? Can anybody verify that?
There's a real investigation there. Ron Johnson investigating here in the
And if so, then I need to close down and bring up a new live so we can talk about that. I'll do it later though, because my honey's about to call me and I got to talk to her. We got to celebrate. We got rid of another vehicle. We have blessed another family, and our insurance is about to go down a little bit. Jennifer told me the other day what we was paying for car insurance. I couldn't believe it. I thought we was about to really save some money. I could not believe that we had all these cars on this policy, and it was only like $120 a month. I'm like, are you serious? That must be like liability only. She's like, no, that's full coverage. I'm like, you are kidding me. We pay $100-something. We pay $120 a month for 3 cars. Are you serious? Well, shoot, we take 2 cars off. We shouldn't pay but like $50, right? Makes sense. Epoch Times says it happened. Can you find a news media that says it happened? 10 Katusha, I can't pronounce that. Rockets hit Taji Air Force Base in Baghdad. I'm not in MSM yet. What is MSM? What is MSM? I don't know what that is.
Nothing good can happen. You just want the game to end. And right now, the Biden campaign just wants this primary to end. They don't want to have a debate on Sunday night.
Oh yeah, now that I think is going to be bad for Joe Biden.
Simple.
I hope Bernie doesn't fall out before the debate Sunday.
In one of those debates, and then where would the Democrats be? So I agree that Joe Biden.
Oh, it's not in mainstream media. Okay.
Very likely to be
Nearly a dozen Katyusha rockets have hit a military base housing American troops near the Iraq capital Baghdad, but there are no immediate reports about anyone wounded or any damage.
Yeah, I agree with Scott. But
That's interesting.
the phrase I would use is,
You know, it's funny to me how the last time the rocket, that was just so quiet though. The last time we had this rocket attack or whatever, rocket launch, when the airplane crashed that they shot down, you didn't hear anything else about it. It's like
questions that Biden has to answer in the next debate.
you would think that everything would have gone really crazy real fast. It was like a day, and then hell, I forgot about it. Literally, I forgot about it. CNN has announced we are official in a bear market now. See, ooh, that's gonna be interesting tomorrow. It'll probably run up tomorrow.
The Democrats, like you said, they are petrified. They
Fishing in a bear market. Yeah, I think once you get down, was it 15, 17%, 20%, whatever, I think that turned us into a bear market. I hope so. All that means is just Roger could double his account again tomorrow. I need to.
And then you got James Carville. All right, this
Definitely need
primary's over. Let's shut this puppy down, and then
we shall see. We shall see, everyone. We shall see. Can't find it. It's down 20% from its most recent peak. Well, I mean, that would definitely put us in a bear market. I thought it was 15, 17, 20. I knew it was one of those numbers. We are now in a bear market. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I am cool with a bear market. Why, you ask? Because I can make money going down. So, Michaela, just in case you don't know, and I think we talked about this last week or whenever you got your stock. If you want to invest in a company and you want to short the market or short that stock, then you go in, you got to turn on your options account. If you have it, you just might not know you have it. Naomi Campbell wore a hazmat to the airport. Laugh out loud. Can you blame her? It's Naomi Campbell. She made it into a fashion statement. It probably was a bad suit too. So, Michaela, go into your system options or whatever, and then click on options trading. It should be in there. And then when you get ready to short a stock, now you can buy the stocks on the upswing. You can buy them on the downturn. Okay. And if we are now officially in a bear market, which really doesn't mean too much. I mean, because we've been riding this up wave for like 10 years. It's about time for the market to start going down. It just is what it is. So if that is the case, you buy calls if you think it's going to go up. You buy puts if you think it's going to go down. And if you want to short a stock or short the market, then you buy a put. And I would advise you to buy it as close to the break-even price as you can. Now, a lot of times they're really, really expensive. I would start with something maybe like Ford is so slow though. You got to be real patient to invest in Ford. Ford is not a bad one to choose though. And poor Ford should start on an upswing, because I didn't think I'd ever see it get to $6. Then again, you know, the market has been a bull run for so long. Nobody thought they'd see these stocks come here. But there will be some opportunities to short and for opportunities for them to go up. I just wished I had done what I was going to do like 3 weeks ago, and that is I was going to buy Amazon on the downswing, and that's another one I could have bought 3 or 4 weeks out and paid $200 or $300 for. And right now, I'd be making a ton of money on the downside. Same as with, I learned a valuable lesson last week in the market. First of all, I need to stay with my intuition, with my gut, because my gut said the market, and this was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I said the market's gonna keep going down. So I bought options on the downside. And I sold a day before they made a huge tumble. I mean, like a $20 tumble, which would have not only put me in the money. Well, I did. I was able to see some of the money. When I say in the money, you get to a break even with options, Michaela. Okay, let's say the stock is at $10.72. Your break even may be $8.25. So as that stock is going down, okay, your money is going up and down, just like with the stock that you have. Once it hits that $8.25, now it's been going down, drastically, whatever. And let's say that option costs you $50. Well, as it's going down to that $8.25, you may get to $60, $72, $78, $76.50. You paid $50 for it, you can sell and be good. But if and when it gets to that $8.25, it almost like quadruples. So that 76 now may go, and if you own one option, every penny is worth $1. I know it's crazy, but when you have an option, when you have one option, you have control of 100 stocks. So for every one option you control, that means for every penny that it goes down, your money grows $1. So for every 10 pennies, what's that? $10. So if you're able to be in the money, which is break even, and it goes down a whole entire $1, it's made $100. Now that's on the downside, and it works the same way on the upside. Okay, if you have a call and you think that stock is going to go up, and what did Harvey get? How much time did he get? So same thing on the upside. Let's say you're at same stock. It's at 10.25 or whatever, 10 whatever example I give you, 10.75, and you think it's going to go up. Your break even is at $11. Well, as it's getting to $11, your money is increasing. But once it gets over 11, you can count that. It's like $1 per penny. And if you own more, 23 years in prison. Good Lord have mercy. Whew, that is a lot of time. 23 years. They sentenced him to die in prison. That's crazy. But you do the time, you do crime, you gotta do the time. That's just is what it is. Really makes me wonder though, but I'm not gonna talk. That is a subject I'm not gonna talk about right there. No. No. What else was I gonna tell y'all? I can't even remember now. Oh, I was talking about stocks. But Michaela, if you want me to, if you pick out some things that you want me to look at and say, hey, where do you think this is going to go? I'm thinking about buying options. I'll look at it for you, and I'll give you my opinion. Okay, opinion. I'll give you my opinion, and then I'll give you the options that I think would be good options. Now you can also buy. That's a whole other strategy. You can also buy insurance with your options, which I like to exercise sometimes, because then it's like you can't lose, but you don't win big. It's another way of investing. Weinstein was sentenced to 20 years for criminal act, and the first degree in 3 years for the raw, and the third degree to be served consecutively for assaulting the 2 women in New York. And he still has a stand trial in California, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the way that works too. Yeah, that Did we confirm the Iraq attack or not? Wow, that rhyme. Rhyme time. The Iraqi attacky. Did anybody confirm that yet? Okay. Yeah, I'll be glad. I mean, just email me. Email me your pics. And email me, and then I'll send you my phone number, because it's easier for me to text than it is to email. So email me, and I'll send you my phone number. Now look, I gotta set some boundaries, okay? I will do this with you and for you for 1 week. Okay? I'll do this for you and with you for 1 week. And I will give you my opinion. Now, after that, you're going to be on your own. Okay? Because the last thing I want is another daggone job. And I know how, you know, I know what I'm looking for in the market, and I know what I play all the time. And I play the SPY. I play Ford. I haven't lately because it's too volatile. And it moves too slow for me. I'll play Amazon sometime, Baba, which is Alibaba. Jennifer convinced me to doggone invest some money in this darn stock that's supposed to be finding a coronavirus cure. It was, I wish I had listened to I wish I had done it the way I should have done it, which I should have waited, watched it for a couple of days and then bought into it. I bought it way too high. It went down, so now we got to ride it back up. But that's a long-term investment for us. A lot of sites saying it has happened. Oh, really? You've seen a lot of sites saying that it's amazing they're not reporting on the doggone news, though. That should be breaking news. We'll see. I mean, we're coming up on the bottom of the hour, which Jennifer's going to call me at 4:30. So when she calls, I'm going to let you guys go and talk to my honey. And if that is a real report, then we will come back in. I'm going to come back in later on anyway. We'll talk some more tonight. Y'all see me doing my hands? I've had a manicure in so daggone long. What kind of guy who fixes things for a living keeps a cuticle stick in his truck? This guy. Costco. Costco's probably going to be good right now on the upside. I'm just saying that because I know they're probably selling a bunch of products, probably selling a bunch of food stuff. I need what do they open and close at today? And because I can't look at it, you got to tell me. So look at Costco, tell me what the open and the close was today, and then it probably went down. But then tell me what the open and the close was yesterday. So give me that information, then I'm gonna tell you what I would do. Now remember this, anytime you invest, and this is for anybody, the trend is your friend. So if the whole entire market is doing this, it's going to be hard to invest in a company to do that. Unless it is something that everybody is buying right now. I'm interested in seeing what earnings season is going to look like. That's when you can really, 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 truly make a lot of money in the stock market during earnings season. So companies like Amazon and I'm gonna tell you a pattern I've noticed. Companies like those big companies like Amazon stock right now is like $1,800. That's a lot of money, and that's down like $200. And companies like that, right before their earnings, what's probably gonna happen this time for Amazon, and I think their earnings should be coming out in what's this? This is March. So their earnings are probably gonna come out in. I think they came out in January. February, March, April. So they probably come out in April. What's probably going to happen the day before earnings, Amazon stock is probably going to shoot through the roof. And what I'll do, I'll wait to the end of the day. If it does this pattern, if it shoots through the roof, I'll wait to the end of the day before Amazon announced their earnings, and I'll buy it on the downside. And I pretty much almost guarantee, I can't guarantee, but I almost guarantee that the next day is going to tank by 100 points. I've seen it happen too many times already. But it's been doing it on the upside. Yeah, there's no mainstream media reporting it, but it's lots of major alternative media. Huh. That's interesting. And if Tara's saying it, see, I don't want to put that stuff out on the channel right now if we haven't confirmed it. I'm not saying you guys haven't, but last thing I want to do is doggone cause more problems. People are already stressed out about this doggone coronavirus. And if we're getting attacked in Iraq, which is definitely, I don't know who in their right minds would do some mess like that right now. So Reuters is reporting. Oh, that's pretty doggone good. Well, like I said, we're coming up on the bottom of the hour. We should know here in about 2 or 3 minutes. We should know, y'all.
Call 563-8588, 563-8588, or visit fertilizewithalm.com.
Had a pretty doggone productive day. I did several things. If the man had been ready with my locks, I could have gone and done and knocked out another doggone couple of jobs. I know, but I don't want to report it yet. We got about a minute. We'll see if Fox is gonna cover it. If Fox cover it, then I know. If that is true, I'm very interested in seeing what the now, Michaela, just so you know, the markets are still open 2 hours after close up until 6 p.m. Eastern, and they open at, I want to say they open at 7 a.m. No, they move way before then. They're open early in the morning, but we, the public, can't trade until 9:30 and 4. And end at 4. But you can do something special where you can trade. I don't like trading out the hours because one, you can't. It's hard as heck. I've tried to trade out the hours. You can't get filled out the hours. Then, Michaela, did you ever give me the opening and closing of Costco? No? Okay. And for the, if you don't know what the opening is, just at 9:30, what did the stock start trading at? And at 4 p.m., what did the stock end at? And then the next question I ask you is after trading hours, which is at 4:01, which did it turn red or did it turn green? Yahoo News has it now. Okay.
If you've ever considered replacement windows, then
it might be true.
You need to listen to this. Hey, folks, Bob Matthews here. Thompson Creek Design.
Because I know that we have so much influence, I just don't want to put out news that we haven't confirmed yet. That's all. Last thing I want to do is start causing problems for people and causing stress. Just don't want to do that. We're already stressed out enough over Corona. The last thing we need is doggone some bombs to start dropping.
No financing until October 2021.
God, you talking about some crazy stuff.
ThompsonCreek.com for details.
Talking about the wrong time.
We're talking high quality windows at an affordable
price. That's definitely the wrong time.
Direct from their local factory.
Ooh, and I can't even imagine what the doggone stock market will look like tomorrow.
Give my friends at Thompson Creek a call. 85.
That's my honey. How you doing? I'm good. Can I call you right back? All right, bye.
How it relates to jobs and all of with the virus.
The outbreak fueling more turbulence on Wall Street, the Dow closing in bear market territory, losing 1,465 points.
The issue on Wall Street today is more fear about the coronavirus and what kind of help, if any, will come from Washington if both sides of the aisle can come together to bring a stimulus package.
Fox's Jackie DeAngelis at the New York Stock Exchange. In Iraq, 3 Americans were killed in a rocket attack on a U.S. base. 2 victims were U.S. troops. America's listening to Fox News.
All right, well, there you have it. 3 killed, which means there are probably more. We don't have all the details yet. What do you guys think that's going to do for the market and for the virus? And it can't be helpful. But there it is. You're right, Tara. There it is. All right, so Michaela says Costco today opened up at $297.43, went down at $11.97. Previous was $3.87. So it lost almost 100 points overnight. That can't be right. Oh, $3.87. Previous closed $3.09. So wait a minute. It opened at $3.87. It looked like it was $3. So $387 and closed at $309. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to look at that. And that's a pretty costly for you just getting into the market. That's a really costly stock to be looking at. I would encourage you to look at something a little bit less expensive. What I've noticed with options especially when you first get started. I used to trade with options that were stocks that were like between the $20 and $40 level. They seem to work, as far as what I needed, they seem to work the best. And you can always do a search for most popular in your Robinhood app. You can find most popular, and if you're gonna work options, read up on options as much as you possibly can so you understand them, because they are kind of hokey. To me, in my opinion, they're the best way to trade, but they are hokey, and you can lose some money, okay, with them. And remember, I said buy as close to the break even as you can, because you'll see options that are like a penny, 5 pennies, which means they're like $1, $5, $10, things like that. Be very careful. Unless you got a stock that's moving like crazy, be very, very careful with those $5 and those $10 trades. Because they're $5 and $10 trades for a reason. That means they're really, really risky, and probably gonna lose your money. I'm telling you from experience right now. Costco right now might be a little too volatile. I mean, that's definitely the volatility that I'm looking for. But for somebody who's just not getting into it, man, I don't know about that. That's a little too volatile right now. You want something that's going to move, but it's going to move where you can kind of watch it and you can get in and out as fast as possible. Not saying you can't do it and not be successful, but I would tread lightly with that Costco thing. I didn't know Costco was trading that high. That's kind of very, very, very exorbitant. And it looks like it's down 100 points. Let me look at that again. Let me see what you're saying. Linda here with us. Oh my. Oh God, y'all was chatting. I didn't even see the chats. So it opened yesterday at 387, and today it closed at 297. That's over 100 points. That's a lot. It's probably now. Since I told you I'd give you my honest opinion, I would say that overnight, you can watch the after hours. You can see how it's trading. I would need to really look at it, but it's probably going to do a little pop up, and then it's probably going to continue down tomorrow. Especially if rockets have fallen in the Baghdad. Ooh, I'm not sure. I don't know about that. Market's probably going to have some turmoil tomorrow. Probably, if I had to guess. Okay. What's that? You said 387%. My cousin works there in San Diego. It's very pricey stock. Oh, I mean, yeah, a $300 stock, that's pricey. That's pricey as heck. Now, you probably can get some options for it for... See, if I wasn't live right now, I'd be able to really assess that stock for you. Let me look and see if I can. I had not bet on Costco personally, given the supply issues lately. Who keeps calling me for Newport News? Hello. I figured probably was a spam call. Let me ask y'all this: when oh shoot.